What's up, guys? Back with me is here with the Foster Season 5, Episode 1, Resist. Okay, so this episode starts off with 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 a bunch of music playing over Mariana and the entire classroom saying education is a right, not just for the rich and white. And so Drew's like, hey, Mar, when you tell your kids to leave. So yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so Lena attempts to go tell Mariana and say, "Hey, it's over. We lost. We can do this tomorrow. We can do this another day." And Mariana's like, "I'm just gonna say." Mariana says, "She's like, hell no, we won't go. Private school is a no." I was saying hell no, but that's what Mariana says. Anyway, they start saying how private school is a no. And yeah, so while that's happening, back at the motel, back at the All Star Inn, Callie or Christina is still singing her for Pimp Russell, not her pimp, but Pimp Russell, and yeah, so he tells so yeah, so he tells Diamond and Christina, we know Clarissa, I don't know her name. I'm just gonna say Christina. They say her name, but I forget. So yeah, so Diamond goes to talk to. So Diamond goes to talk to this guy named D, and she's like, hey bro, Russell gave some, Russell gave some bag off some man. He's like, what man? So he basically calls a guy named Munchie. He's like, hey Munchie. And he's like, and the dude's like, where you at, bro? And he's like, they all start in, and basically, yeah. So once he's done talking to this guy named Munchie, basically that's when Russell's like, bro, you're supposed to be walking to the girl. And he's like, I was just taking smoke, man. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so that has to happen. Diamond and whatever her name go to give Callie a makeover. So yeah, so while that's happening, Steph is searching for Callie. She's searching for Callie in a store. She thinks Callie's in car. She's in Callie, and she thinks Callie's in trunks of car. Basically, just saying Callie, Callie, and I'm just like, Steph. You think Callie would hide in a car? That thing. So yeah. So basically, yeah. So then so Diamond decides to get a redemption arc basically, and take a picture of the girls of the All Star Inn. But by the time she sends it to Steph's already busted the guy who took the bag, and by the time she gets it, she goes off to race after Callie. So while that's happening, Jesus, Brandon goes right after Jesus because of what happened last episode. We see Gabe and Anna, and they're talking. We see Gabe and Anna talk. Not Anna, her name is Anna. Gabe and Anna talking about how they can't be Ryan and his birth parents, but they just want to get to know them. So that's when they hear Jesus. That's when they hear Racket outside, and it's from Jesus. And basically, he's all mad, and he basically takes a baseball bat to all of Brandon's stuff. And by the time he smashes the keyboard, he smashes the game dollpost, he even smashes Brandon's door, and that's when Gabe comes in and he explains, hey, Emma got an abortion, the baby was Brandon's, but we all know that's not true. And yeah, so back at the protest, Kirk Strauss is like, guys, you lost. It's over. Edgar Breach is going private. And, and he's like, and he attempts, he's like, let me out. No. So he's like, sets the guards on them. He attempts to grab Mariana. Jude, being the best bro, he's like, Jude's like, get your hands off my sister. Jude gets pepper sprayed, and yeah. So, crazy premiere. So yeah, so yeah, so So Russell takes off his shirt. He attempts to do something to Callie, but by the time he touches her, when he touches her knee, Callie blurts out that she's not Christina, she's Callie, and that her mom's on her way. And he's like, your mom's on her way here. Where does she know where we are? And yeah, so yeah, so he's like, is this the cop's daughter you were telling me about? And she's like, no. And she's like, yeah, she is. And yeah, so basically, Diamond picks up the gun, attempting to shoot Russell, just wanting everything to be over. But Callie's like, whoa, Diamond, if you shoot Russell, it won't go on you. So yeah, so yeah, so anyway, yeah, but before Diamond can do anything, Munchie shows up and he basically yells at Russell and basically just shoots him or hurts him. Russell's in the hospital, and that other girl, that Christina, whatever her name is, she basically goes off with Russell, and Diamond and Steph's like, here, Diamond, here's a place. Margot's gonna take you to a place where you can take you to a place for girls who want to get out of life. And yeah, so Diamond's like Callie's like Troy Johnson fat, and Callie's like, what? And she's like, what again? And she's like you got, and Steph's like, she's like Callie, you gotta get your life together. Next time Steph won't be. You gotta get your life together, Callie. So next time, if there's a next time, Steph won't be taking won't be saving Callie to go home. Callie will just they'll be taking her body to the morgue, which is kind of dark. She's like, so yeah. So Lena comes home and basically discovers that Jesus took baseball bat to Brandon's stop, and she's like, what? And she's like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? And he's like, I know this is just a symptom of your TBI. We just need to figure out how to express your anger. And Brandon comes in, what's stuff? And runs upstairs to discover that his whole room is wrecked, and he just goes upstairs, and Brandon just basically slams the door in his face, and he just goes back to living with Jude. So he just goes back to living with Jude now. So yeah. So Emma Jesus makes up with Emma. Mariana makes up with Anna. Mariana just says, just take care of Isabella. So yeah. And that basically. So Monty, hashtag, I think they said douchebag, but Drew is a douchebag. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, Monty says that Monty basically, Lena does tell Drew that Drew's vote is invalid because Monty is technically the rightful principal. So basically, Monty's vote can count on whether she wants the school to go private or not. So basically, yeah. So basically, Monty is a saving vote to save Anchor Beach Charter. Come on, Monty, don't let us down. And anyway, that wraps up this episode. This episode for the first episode of the final season of The Fosters. I really enjoyed this first episode. It had me invested. It made me want to hug Steph through my phone and say, "Hey Steph, Callie's okay. Go to the All-Star game." It made me want to do that. And I just liked how Brandon and Emma basically told Jesus that the only reason why they were making glances at each other was because they wanted to help him. And yeah. So anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next Foster.